Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll see the NFL's all-time passing leader, Drew Brees, and the New Orleans Saints as they take on the third-year man, Mitchell Trubisky, and the NFC North champion, Chicago Bears. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Just a beautiful afternoon for football, Coach. They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in with some fresh legs as they got the week off last week thanks to the early season bye.
And usually you hope your bye comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get fresh legs back, you take that time and you run with it.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6 games.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. On second down now. It's Allen. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. They don't want to waste this outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on third down. Brees now to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
Come on, one thing for sure, you know that Michael Thomas is going to be the target on a third down pass, and Drew Brees finds him and keeps this drive moving.
Ready? 95-56.
Watch tight, tight ends right. Watch tight, tight ends right.
They'll run on first down. Allen, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Okay. Let's get it.
Ready? Yellow lady.
58, come on. Right here.
Throwing on second and 14. Brees, and it's hauled in by Jared Cook.
Good job,
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now Brees on third down. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think he might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Bears under second-year coach Matt Nagy. They'll be led out by the number 2 overall pick in 2016 from North Carolina, Mitchell Trubisky.
and coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It was too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. And now a look at the offense for Chicago.
And they should come in pretty well rested because they had their open week last week. Ideally, all teams want to have that open week later in the year rather than this early. But you make do with what they give you. So you take the time off, rest up, heal up, and come in ready to play.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. A look now at the defensive starters for the Saints. They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. First carry for Mike Davis, the former Seahawk, as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run. This is Cohen. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Demario Davis there on the stop. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Trubisky.
Well, they're unable to convert.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back in the 24. David Onyemata able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down.
A 40-yard attempt.
And Bryant's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it in with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive down with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brees, Rashard Matthews here on the catch. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Now they'll run it on the toss. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. From the gun on 3rd down, Brees. And Thomas has it. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 30 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Brees. And that is intercepted by the all-pro safety, Eddie Jackson. Shreds the tackle. There he goes, right side. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. He was 2nd in the NFL last year with 6 interceptions. This time, not only the interception, but also 6 points.
And it's just so difficult to go get the football in this league because people are so proficient in the passing game. It's not easy at all to read patterns, to break on the football, catch the ball, and take it the other way. Yeah, when you have a guy like that on your team, you feel really good about his efforts.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. This one taken from the 7. He can't get him down. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
The Saints spent a 3rd-round pick on Traquan Smith out of UCF in 2018, and what a thrilling season for him. He was the guy that caught the pass from Drew Brees that moved him past Peyton Manning to become the all-time leading passer in NFL history.
Now flags will come in, and I think this is against the Saints up front. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
The first down run not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brees. He gets it to Thomas. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's complete to Robinson. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That one on Kyle Long, of course, the son of Hall of Famer Howie Long. After the penalty, it's Davis. And he'll get 3 up to midfield.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Kayvon Webster on the defensive side able to get a hand in.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep for the Saints is Ted Ginn. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Well, a couple of good division battles coming up in primetime this weekend, starting tonight with Sunday Night Football, Eagles and Cowboys from AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Then tomorrow on Monday night, it's the defending champs, the Patriots, on the road at MetLife Stadium to take on the Jets. 2 not to miss to close out Week 6. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack. Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they're bringing your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance. Brees, a quick throw out to Thomas. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. From the 39, Brees again has it complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job. Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. Well, he hasn't made much of an impact. Oh, the Bears break through, and they block it. He's got daylight. The 20. Touchdown, Bears.
Gardner, as you well know, every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
Bryant's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. So the very rare blocked punt scooped and returned for a touchdown. What an exciting play. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away.
Let's go, baby.
Here comes Michael Thomas and the rest of the Saints offense. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again. And now it's second down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. The Saints on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brees. He finds Matthews. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Ready. 5-9.
Watch both bows.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
Ready.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. From just shy of midfield, Brees. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's 3rd and 5. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Brees. Allen here on the screen. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a handoff here to his running back. Only a yard in the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. On play action. Now Brees. Looking for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent.
And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. Orleans Darkwa, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. 14 yards and a Chicago first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Now Cohen, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. They'll run on second down with Cohen. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. First down, a run with Cohen. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. That one a first down pickup of 8. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Davis. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the Saints' 24-yard line.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Now Trubisky on first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Sheldon Rankins has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
And on 2nd and goal, they decide to throw it again, and this result is even worse. They take a sack. On first down, it was simply an incomplete pass. Not a good first 2 plays, beginning with 1st and goal.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Adam Shaheen, his first touchdown on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. A 10-play drive that time, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. onto the field comes New Orleans. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now Brees lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They run the draw play. Allen. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. To throw, it's Brees. And the pressure gets to Brees as he's taken down. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the Bears take over. Tariq Cohen and the rest of the offense heading back out there. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Draw play here. Trubisky gives to Cohen. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And that will be incomplete.
Trubisky's pass intended for Trey Burton. Incomplete.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice or maybe even routes versus air because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Brees going to throw. And Josh Hill has it. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. To throw again on 2nd down. Brees, complete. Smith has it. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Ready.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Brees. And this is hauled in by Matthews. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw with Brees. Cook's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Jared Cook, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a core.
Brees pass complete to Jared Cook. Touchdown, New Orleans.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Lutz good on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-17. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. 35-7 was your final in a one-sided affair. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. 24-0 is your final.
The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
47. Check, 47. Let's go.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On first down, it's Cohen, and he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Demario Davis, who was the Saints' leading tackler in his first year in New Orleans, in on the stop. To throw on 2nd and 6, Trubisky. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Here comes the Bears defense now back out onto the field. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They keep it on the ground. Allen again. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Again, it's Cohen. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. And
they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Now Darquan. And some room to work. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans. They'll run with Darquan. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Here's Darquan. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. On the draw, here's Allen. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Tariq Cohen and the rest of the offense heading back out there. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half. It gets ugly in the second half. They come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 35.
good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
47 is the money. 47 is the money. Come back, come back.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Finding Gabriel complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 38-yard line. Trubisky now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Trubisky to throw. Robinson's got it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Trubisky now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
To throw is Brees. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. On the run, Darkwa. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Brees. But he hits his man, Matthews.
Come on, fellas.
They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Brees able to find the veteran Ginn. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Drew Brees, 6 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago, and that led the NFL. He'll try to deliver another one. They run a draw here on 2nd down, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Brees now to throw. Caught by Allen. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He finds Matthews. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down. Brees going to come up here, 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle. On 2nd and 9, Brees. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. The Saints on 4th down last year, 13 of 16, 2nd best in the league, and they'll try it here. Here's Brees. And no, it's incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfired. And the Bears will get the football back. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on fourth.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
Quick pass out to Miller. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Trubisky now to throw on third down. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Touchdown, Chicago! Allen Robinson, his second touchdown on the season as the Bears push further out in front. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Bryant's extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. 7 yards there and a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. From the 45 on 2nd down, Brees.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Brees to throw. There defensively was Buster's screen to knock it away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Brees again. And this is Cook with a grab. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll run with Allen. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Brees going to go on 4th down. Open man is Michael Thomas. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Brees now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Brees now. Well, this is caught by Gill. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you're throwing so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Into the red zone, it's Brees. And his throw intercepted by the all-pro corner, Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses.
Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So for Chicago, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they dropped just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.